So here we are. I'm really happy to be here with Ioana Martinayan, and we will talk about really good theme. It's called Finding Your Scent. So before we start, for sure, we will talk about a lot about perfume. I think that this theme should be called even perfume fairy tale, which is really, really pleasant for the body, for the mind, and the soul. And what we want to do is to show you how you can do it, what you can use it, and especially to empower you and also explain to you, or maybe go deeper, why this is so important while lovingly using pure essential oils are being used with this, and we will show you how to do it. So before we start, Joanna, maybe you would say a little bit more as a mother about essential oils and how do they go within this finding your scent theme for you.
Hello, Maya. I'm happy to be here and talk about how smell is influencing our lives, our emotions, our whole state of being. I use them every day since our family discovered essential oils. I think that we had a different life. It's like everything changed for us as family. I have two kids, and since the beginning of my journey with doTERRA and with essential oils, I have raised them. Not almost. I think I can say it completely with the help of essential oils.
Very good. And it's the same for me. As we talked about, we have two girls, you and me, and they are almost the same age. So I can also adopt completely with what you said. And I also don't imagine anymore how life without essential oils would look like, because it's so beautiful and it gives you so many benefits on so many levels. So also what I like about essential oils, that of course it affects the strongest of our senses, which is the smell, which you mentioned. And as you said before we talked and we prepped, that it really influences and creates stronger sensorium for our body with every senses that we have. And especially because it's natural, it's something that it's really, it works really well with the body. So why, let's say, the smell is so important to you?
I think smell communicates with us in a wide array of subtle messages. And maybe we don't even think about it most of the time. A sense of smell alerts us when we feel danger, for example, for when food has gone bad, right? Or something is burning. Our sense of smell is responsible for that. And happy smells like a lovely dinner, or the comforting smell of a loved one, the smell of our child, or I don't know, fresh grass in the spring or in the summer. All this demonstrates how our moods are influenced, and stress is very reduced through our sense of smell. I think that as humans we have five. Some of them will say that we have six senses, but the five senses we all agree on. The 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 sense of smell is the only one that is directly processed in the brain. It's very connected, directly connected with the limbic system. Uh, because the olfactory system is the only one of the five senses that we talk about that goes directly from the sensory organ to where it's processed in the brain. So that's why it's so easy to understand why smells have such a powerful impact on our feelings. For example, beautiful smells and evoke pleasant feelings, like you said, the smell of childhood, and draw people toward us, while unpleasant smells repel them. And we can count on smells, on essential oils and good smells to take care of other human, to take care of our family. And all the other senses, the messages from the other four senses are sent to a relay station in the brain before they are sent to their final destinations. And the sense of smell is sent directly in the zone where it's processed. So I think it's amazing, and it's why we understand why smell is so important in processing our emotions and the management of our emotions.
Exactly. And when we talked before, we really want everybody that watches also empower and to make understand better, even though we all understand, but I think it's always some room to discuss more and to find some new ideas. Because to, let's say, practice to find our, let's say, scent also strengthens our intuition, and like you said, it helps a lot in the every level of emotional support and balance and so on. So I just take a couple of oils. I usually take off the top, and I just like take them, like roll them in front of my nose, and everything I need to know is that I have to listen to my nose, and this smells beautifully. And of course, because I like it, I put it into the diffuser, and then I just spread it into the room. And the smell of Anchor, which I'm having, and a couple of other oils inside, it just goes around, and it really pleases me. Like I wanted actually, and my nose told me, because the connection of the limbic brain and everything else. So actually, you explained it really good, how we should listen to ourselves through our nose. So how do you practice? Which is your method to find your scent, like in daily life, let's say right now?
Right now, they helped me through 2020. It was a year very powerful. I think it was a necessary year for us as humanity, and 2020 drew us back to our roots and taught us, or made us remember how to reconnect to ourselves. So it was a challenging, I don't want to say difficult, but it was a challenging year for me. And most days I was thinking, what would my life be without the oils? Because they helped me go through a lot. They were my anchor. First of all, in the morning, I'm waking up around 6 o'clock, and I go straight to my diffuser, and I have my oils in the kitchen in a big box, and I take them out and just look. And I know, of course, because I use them for several years now, and I know how each oil smell. And I look, and I take what oils, I don't know, my mind or my soul needs. It's like I have mornings that I need more energy, so I'm putting spearmint. I love spearmint in the morning with a touch of lime and bergamot. Bergamot is my love. I don't know. I have a special bond with bergamot oil. And other mornings, I feel, I don't know, disconnected maybe. And then I put geranium also with lime. I think in most of my my favorite ways to perfume the air contain citrus oils, and I combine them with florals or with minty aromas. So this is my way to do it in the morning. What about you?
Well, I have to say that I'm also a fan of spearmint and lime, which is, I call it a mojito blend. And it's like you said, it's so sweet, and it's so uplifting in mood, and also it clears my mind, I just know what to do, and actually it gives you motivation also and refreshes the air. So I completely get you on this one. And also the thing is, I usually, because we were home at kids until this Tuesday, so all the time in these 4 months, we did it together. Lots of times I teach this also on my girls, 5-year-old and 7-year-old, that they also pick what they think they want. And let's say for the evening part, they are just in love right now, like for more than 1 month, into the combination of lemon, wild orange, And the third one is really interesting. It's a Roman chamomile. Usually we had like serenity, but this time it's completely another thing they chose. And I really like to see it because I see they are more empowered sometimes than me. You know, in the beginning when I was using oils, I was really unsure what to use. So I completely understand somebody, which is my new co-member on my team. They say, "Oh, I don't know what to use. It just tell me, you know, I just need this." And I just say, listen to your intuition. And the thing is that adults, lots of times we have to learn it, relearn it. And my kids are teaching me a lot with this because they're not just bothering about, they just go, they just follow their nose. And each of them has their own, let's say, the preferences concerning the touch oils. And lots of times what they like, we just put it also the scent that they like or the combination into a roller bottle. And they also love to put on sticker of their favorite heroes. At the moment, as you see, it's Frozen, Elsa and Anna. And they also, I teach them that with every scent that they create, they also have to think of the affirmation or something uplifting as a thought to name it. So we have, let's say, we have a Ghostbuster here, which we just mixed because when the moon is full and the sleep, it gets a little bit confused. Like we just had it right now, probably also by you. So we use that one and it's a Ghostbuster, we call it. So on the other hand, some are really lovable and we have like these special names for every blend that we make and each one has its own. So it's really beautiful, this ritual that we have. Let's say, how do you use this also to anchor your emotions, or do you use also affirmations by oils, by your favorite scent?
Yes, I mean, you talk about children. It's important that we relearn to listen to our intuition. But children, they are listening to their intuition. They know exactly what oil their body needs. And when I use oils with the kids for emotional well-being, I just put them in front of them and say, okay, what do you think you need? And they begin to smell and then say, Mama, this one I need, and this one, and this one. And they make their own roller bottles. It's actually an activity they really, really love doing. And we also have some games with crystals. And they love putting crystals in the roller bottle. I actually have here one with rose quartz. And they blend the oils with crystals and they make their own blends for well-being. Now that we stayed home during this month, they were, I don't know how to say, more attached to oils. It was so interesting. It's like every day they came to me and say, Mama, what oils do we need today? And I say, okay, use them. How do you feel? Well, I feel a little bit, I don't know, moody or sad. And I said, what oil do you think it will make you feel better? And they all, I don't know how to say it. Their body talked to them and they know how to listen. And we as adults, we need recipes. We need somebody to teach us. But the answer is already in us, how to use oils, because they are natural, they come from plants, and they capture the soul of the plant, and they speak to us. We only have to listen to what they say to us. Yes, we use it like that. We anchor on not only with affirmation, we use also affirmation read loud, because it's very important to use your language, to hear your voice, to smell the oil that gives you, I don't know, that lifts your spirit, and also to read something, because in this way you create some neural pathways that your brain will use in order to make you feel better or to accomplish something or to I don't know, to rise above an obstacle in your life. So yes, we really use also affirmation.
Perfect. Before, you also said before we recorded this that you have a really lovely expression what essential oils are. So I would be really happy if you would say it once more, how the essential oils are the one that brings us nature into our concrete houses. So I really love that idea and explanations of yours.
Yeah, about essentials. I know that as modern people, I mean, let's look at this. Who is bringing essential oils to family, to inside of a family? Is the woman, right? Most of the time is the woman, because the woman is has ancestral wisdom that is in our DNA, and we are guardians of the health and well-being of our families. But modern era and modern times uh, puts very much pressure under the woman. We have to be career women, we have to be mothers, we have to be wives, we have to be, and we lose a little bit touch with our nature. And this is where oils come into the picture. They help us reconnect with our instincts. You said that you teach your team to listen to their intuition, right? So yes, this is a very important thing to do. We live in concrete homes, right? Modern people, and big towns are built with a lot of concrete and less nature, and we don't smell the smell of the forest or the smell of the grass. All is artificial. So here comes essential oils that are the soul of the plants, and we put it in our homes and perfume our uh, rooms, our clothes, our bodies. We perfume it with essential oils, and we bring back the nature, and we bring inside of us the nature, and we reconnect with the Mother Earth, I say. Yeah.
Good. And this is really good connection with what actually the one of the main mission statements is from doTERRA, that to bring pure essential oils to every home where there has to be like a healer, which is a woman, which has all the knowledge, like you said it and beautifully explained it, and brings it to the others and spreads it, and helps them and helps herself also, which is a really lovely message, I think. So, anyways, maybe we can give also some other ideas. When you find your scent, what everything you can do with it. What do you do with your favorite combinations? You use it in diffuser to perfume the air. Anything else?
I use it on my body to smell good. I use it to make body lotions, and it's not very complicated. You don't have to be a perfumer or a chemist to create a fragrance for yourself. You have to, a few rules, a basic rules you have, not have to, but you can consider. There are three types of aromas: the base notes, the heart notes, and the head notes. So the base notes is what gives a perfume stability. And heart notes are it's like, the heart gives a perfume the soul, the dominant aroma. And the head notes are mostly citrus that uplift, and it's the first smell you sense when you smell a perfume. So regarding these three things, you can start blending your own personal perfume. And one thing, that we talked about before, that we make different blends, but sometimes we forget to write down how many drops we put in that blend. And we want to recreate that blend, and you say, oh my god, how many drops have I put? Always remember to write it down, or your phone, or on a notepad, or somewhere. How many drops did you put? Do you want to talk a little bit about these notes: base, heart, and head?
Hmm? Yeah, you also reminded me before I go on that actually because it happened to me also sometimes that I wanted to recreate something really amazing and I just couldn't because I haven't written it down. So from then on, I have like a beautiful notebook, which is besides the oils and the main diffuser, and I write it down. Or sometimes, because if I'm on the road, or sometimes I blend it on when we were still more, in live having the presentations. Sometimes I blend it there for me because I was in an inspirational moment, and I wrote it to my phone, to myself, to my personal private message on Facebook. But anyways, yeah, about the notes, I love to combine it, and the simple, let's say, not rules like you said, but just like steps that you can follow is to pick for the firstly top hat one of the citrus essential oils that you really love. Usually you cannot miss it if you take like a lemon, or maybe even you cannot even miss it more if you take a wild orange oil. Then for the middle heart, if we go down to the basic 10 oils, you cannot miss it if you take some, let's say, lavender or other floral essential oils. Sometimes even some, let's say, herbal oils are like in this part of the group of the middle, the heart notes that really, like you said, they touch your heart the most and your soul. And then for the base notes, we usually pick something which is a wooden or let's say frankincense essential oil out of the basic 10 from Home Essentials. Also for those who maybe have just started, have some idea what they can choose. So you can choose lemon, lavender, and frankincense, but you can just play at it. And you don't pick up just 3 oils. You can just multiply. And at the end, you can even use 20 oils if you want. But if you start with 3, open them, put them in front of your nose, then maybe try it on a paper, 1 drop of each, and then you smell it and you see maybe which one you should put even more, and you put 1 drop of wild orange more, let's say, or lemon, and so on. And when you find that blend, I usually try it firstly. When I like it already on the paper, I put it into the diffuser, and if I like it a lot, I just multiply with the basic recommendations of diluting, which means like less is more. But we talked about perfumes. You said the percentage should be around
20% when we, yes, when we
you're making a perfume, on. So you just calculate how many drops, and you can make a roller bottle. And I usually top it with fractionated coconut oil because it doesn't have any other smell. You can use jojoba. You use jojoba, I think, yeah, also lots of times for this.
yes, jojoba or fractionated coconut oil. Yeah, I prefer this too.
So I will pass the word to you because I know that you really you emphasize something which is really important. If you want to use oils on yourself, you should take care of your skin first. Why is so?
Yes, in the end, we wanted to give you some advice, some tips and secrets for your perfect scent, to find your perfect scent. So one of the secrets is for the aroma to last more on your skin is to hydrate your skin. Begin with the inside, because we all know that a good skin, a hydrated skin, comes from drinking water. Not other fluids, but water. Water is essential for our health. We are water, almost 70% water. So keep your skin hydrated, and also on the outside. An oily skin or a nourished skin keeps the aroma longer than a dry skin. So this is the first step. You have to be careful when you want your scent to last longer. And when you blend your oils, for the aromas to really yes, combine and emphasize each other, you have to let the oils in synergy for a few days. I mean, put the essential oils in your recipient, let's say a roller bottle, only the essential oils, and leave it there for a few days. And after they are well blended, smell it. It will smell differently than in the beginning. And top it with the jojoba oil or fractionated coconut oil. Yeah, these two secrets are very important. And the third one, it's, I think, safety. We mentioned that when talking to perfumes, we want the aromas to smell to be more powerful. So around a dilution around 20% is, I think, it suits most of us. But if we have sensitive skin, we will reduce the amount of essential oil use. And also look up for the citrus oils. If we put lime or bergamot in our perfume, let's be aware not to put ourselves in the UV light. That means sun or sunbeds also. This, I think it's very important, because what happens when we put bergamot on our skin and go out. Yeah. Do you have other tips? Yeah.
Well, actually, you said it the most. And the basic thing I want to tell always to my co-members and everybody that are also starting to be in love with essential oils is that all oils and all blends can go together as long as your nose likes it. So I have a new member, a man now, and because this is always my big challenge, I want to find their lovely scent, or at least a group of scents that they love. And I love when somebody says that he doesn't find it. And I'm like, okay, let's dig in. We'll find it. And you won't believe what he liked. And we tried everything with him. He really is trying hard and diffusing in the diffuse and put it into diffuser and so on to perfumize the air. Tried before, with these opening bottles. But then at the end, it was Zengest that completely astonished him. So I was like, really? So we found out, we checked which essential oils are inside, and he found out that actually it's a fennel that he likes the most, And I was like, okay, so at least next time maybe you will take fennel as a lone single oil, and you can combine it with the dosed citruses, which you like, and with those wooden oils that you like. So actually we found him a solution, and I was really happy about it. And that was, let's say, the tip that I have, because you just have to play a little bit with the combinations, and sky the pleasure of the smell is actually something that doesn't have any limits. So for the end, maybe you have some thoughts. We can give some tips also for children, for men, for women who don't like to explore themselves but would love to have something ready-made.
Yes, ready-made. What is your favorite? I mean, my favorite one is beautiful, but unfortunately we don't find it always. Yes, yeah. It's just when from time to time the Terra gives us.
We have it like this, we have at least a beautiful body mist, which I really love. Yeah, I have it here because I said, okay, maybe we'll go to it. So I completely understand you. I love it a lot. Which other do you also like? Maybe which is ready-made?
I like Cheer very much, and Arise from Yoga Collection. I know why I like it, because I think the smell of osmanthus, which is there in Beautiful and also in Arise, I don't know, I really love it. And I try to do my own favorite blend. I told you that I love bergamot, and from base notes, it's like sandalwood. I mean, bergamot and sandalwood, I have a special bond with them. And I put also lime, bergamot, lime, and sandalwood, and a little bit of jasmine. And it creates a very good aroma. What is your? Give us a recipe.
If I would have to have like a top 5, I wouldn't manage, because I have, let's say, for the mornings, I have always, by my bed counter, I have always on a nightstand ilang ilang and patchouli. And then in my bathroom, I love to start also my day, also with nurturing my face, my skin. And there is always a sandalwood also by a side. And lots of times jasmine, I'm also using it as a serum instead of the serum. Because you combine two things at once. You start day beautifully by affecting your emotional well-being, and on the other hand, you nourish your skin. So my favorite blend, one I have, is it's called let's say it's a magical blend, which I just made a couple of weeks ago, because one of my let's say co-members, she wanted to find something that her husband will love, and she just explained what are the notes which are in some candle that he really likes, and I said, okay, I will mix something, and at the end I sent it to her what I mixed, but it was not her husband that was like all over that smell and scent, but I was. So it's called Magical, and it has a lot of citruses. So I use it mostly in perfuming the air. And when I use it on the skin, I use it during the evening, when I know I won't go under the sun. And it has sandalwood inside of it, and it has patchouli inside of it. It has jasmine and ylang ylang, besides green mandarin and wild orange.
I will try it. I definitely will try it. And you mentioned men. My husband likes Whisper with sandalwood and patchouli. This is his favorite perfume. To summarize things up, if we don't use them as on our skin, how can we find different ways to use aromas to perfume our lives? How do you how other ways, what other ways can we find to perfume our lives? Because I saw that you have a bracelet there.
I love aroma jewelry. I always put it, the bracelet is the one that I mostly use. I have also some to put it like here, but and some earrings which I can put on, which I really like, because when you turn, you actually, you're just coming to your nose with an aroma you really like. But the most what we do, I really am so grateful that finally in Europe, doTERRA Europe, we also have like an empty roller bottles. I'm really a big roller bottle maker. Also a spray maker, these small bottles, the 30 milliliters that we have now, I make them a lot. You find them in my purse, in my spots in home. So also the girls like it a lot. And at the end, the thing we like the most, and it's a really beautiful ritual we have like every 3 months, we do the melt and pour soap, like a little bath bars. And we really love to combine our favorite scents there. What about you? You have any other rituals yourself?
You mentioned almost everything, but you know what I've noticed that retain the smell very good? Leather. I have some leather earrings, and I put there some essential oils, and I go around all day. And I don't feel the smell after 3-4 hours. But people around me are asking, "What did you wear? What's the smell?"
Which perfume do you have? Yeah.
Yes, and they come after me. So yes. And also here, this kind of diffusers, I really love this one, white. And I really love white diffusers. Everything which is white or bright, I really love. Yeah.
Because it brings a little more light in life also, which is really nice also. We need that in this time. So I'm grateful that I was invited to chat with you on this one, and also to speak about this important finding your scent theme, which I hope it will give a lot of people like idea and courage to also dig in themselves, even if they were doing it before, now even more afterwards. And I wish you and everybody a lot of inner peace and a lots of health, so the 2021 will be some year to remember in every aspect good way.
And I say that it takes very little time to brighten someone's days with aromatherapy. So I think we all need a little essential oils to perfume our lives. Yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.